a neighbor texted me and said, hey, I think I got your buck on camera. Yep, that's him. That's definitely him. He's alive. I knew that deer was going to survive. Me, Houston, even Jacoby with a crossbow. Somebody else may get another shot at this buck since he's hanging out in the area. Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and winter's here today. It's a brisk, cool morning here, and a lot going on. If you saw the last video, you know Jacoby finally killed a deer. That's been a mission, a goal for quite a while. I know it doesn't seem like it to you guys. I've wanted to get that boy on a big deer for a while, and it finally worked out. Everything came together. Even though the odds were not in our favor, everything came together. So with that, rifle season has ended in Oklahoma. Not everywhere. Houston and I have some upcoming plans. We're going to be going over to Arkansas and doing some duck hunting, some deer hunting with Jeff and the guys from Trout Magnet, Crappie Magnet. You guys know we released that Arms Family Homestead Slayer kit, and they invited us over. Anyways, we're going to do some duck hunting and deer hunting with them soon. But before we can do all of that, we have, I've been telling you guys, we're trying to get restocked on chocolate covered pecans, the milk chocolate, the white chocolate, the new hats, different stuff. But I just got a call. I've got to get out of here and go unload 80 cases of chocolate covered pecans. They are finished. They're ready. So if I can get Kelsey over here, and her and Bear are playing, load her up and take her with me, because she's just Kelsey and she doesn't sit at home well. Kelsey, are you going with me or not? Hey, Kelsey, here? Here? Kelsey, here? Come here. Come on. Load up. Woo! Load up. Kelsey, come on. Get in that truck. Let's go. Yeah, they beat me here. That'll work. All right, folks, chocolate covered pecans are back in stock in new packaging. There's your white chocolate. I actually have our own brand, our own label on them now. We did them a little different since we had a little more time to plan for this, and we knew you guys wanted them, so we did it right. Not that it wasn't done right the first time, it was just a little bit more rush. So there's the milk chocolate. We did different colored packaging so that we would know which is which, and we don't get confused since there's no see-through package. So a little different than the old one, but white chocolate covered pecans, milk chocolate covered pecans. We should have plenty in stock, hopefully. Well, I say that. Maybe we'll sell out. Maybe we'll sell out really quick. I don't know. Depends on how hungry you guys are, I guess. Also, we do have plenty of pecan halves, 1 pound bags of pecans still for sale. All right, boss lady, turn the pecans back on. It's warm in your office.
No.
Much warmer than the shop.
That's why I shut the door.
Yeah, and we had that giant pneumonia hole open.
Yeah.
All right, well, turn the pecans back on. We're good to go. People said they're ready to buy them.
On Friday.
No, just turn them on.
No, I don't do that.
Well, this video is going to post on Thursday, so it has to be on when this video goes out.
Okay, well, you should have told me that before. I just talked on my video.
Hey
guys, the holidays are right around the corner, and that is a very good reason. Today's video is sponsored by Helix Sleep. We have Helix mattresses in both bedrooms here at the merch building. If anybody comes to stay, they get to sleep on a Helix mattress. And we've worked with Helix. We've been sleeping on their beds for a couple years now. They're amazing. So Helix makes premium mattresses customized to fit your needs, shipped directly to your door. You get a 100-night sleep trial. You get a 10-year warranty and flexible payment options. It's super simple. It comes rolled up in a box, shipped directly to your door. You bring it in the house, cut the plastic off, and it goes poof, and you have a mattress. Takes a couple hours for it to fully inflate. For the merch building here, we've got the Helix Dusk Luxe. And everybody that comes here says it's just the most comfortable mattress ever. Now, everyone's different. And Helix knows that. That's why they have the sleep quiz. You just go online, fill out a little bit of information, and it pops up, shows you exactly which mattress is going to fit your needs. Now, there's over 20 different options. Everything from standard mattresses up to the Luxe Elite, mattresses for big guys, mattresses for kids, all kinds of stuff. Now, I'm personally a back sleeper. My wife's a side sleeper, and we both kind of prefer that medium, firm kind of mattress. So I believe the one we sleep on at home is the Midnight Luxe. It's been there for a couple years. I'm trying to remember exactly, but it's been great. Has the Glacio cooling cover, and you know, hot sleepers do much better with a little bit of a cooling cover. DJ's at that age where ladies tend to have night sweats, you know, get hot going through that change stuff. Anyways, great cooling cover. You'll love it. So we love all of our Helix mattresses, and I think you would too. If you or someone you know, or you have friends and family coming over for the holidays, needs a new mattress, be sure to check out Helix. So you can click the link in the description box down below or visit helixsleep.com/armsfamily. You're going to get 20% off your mattress plus 2 free pillows. You didn't want to make a box. I know you. They saved all these hat ones for me to make boxes for you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tape guns?
What?
I said, you got all the tape guns? Oh, there's one right here. I was just checking. I didn't know if you did or not. I was just asking. It's like a government work crew around here. One person working, one person holding up the table.
Well, one person's got to order some Christmas presents. I haven't seen you do that yet.
One person's working.
I've been working.
One person's okay with working. While the other said person orders Christmas presents. Hey, speaking of buying dirt, you guys know that DJ and I went down to Lake Texoma a week or so ago and looked at some lake houses, some lake properties. And a lot of folks were like, hey, don't buy one if it's not waterfront on the lake. Nobody wants to go to the lake and not be on the water. Well, that's not exactly possible on that lake, but that's not what this video is about. That's not. Anyways, we had a call the other day, or actually DJ saw online, one of the houses we looked at before we took you guys down there. We went down and looked around before. One of the houses that we really liked, it was a little on the smaller side, but you know, for the price at the time, it was a little high. Anyways, got a notification the other day that they lowered the price on this house by $30,000. That's a big price drop.
It was a big price drop.
So we went and looked at the house again because with a $30,000 price drop, it's worth a second look. Wait, honey. Haven't we already looked at this?
We have.
Well, what are we doing back?
Well, there's a big price drop.
What about that blue one down there? I thought you liked that blue one.
I love that blue one. There's contract on it.
Yeah, so they recently dropped the price on this barn dominium. It's a little smaller than what we were looking for, but they dropped the price like 30 grand.
Yeah.
Which was, I think they were originally asking another 25,000 above that. So it's been on the market for since March, and they've dropped the price now $50-ish thousand.
Yeah.
So it's worth looking at again.
Yes.
What do you think, Kelsey? Are you going to look at it? Is it Kelsey approved? Oh, what? Yeah, so we're not back looking at a bunch of houses today. We came to look at one house that we've already looked at before, but we had a few, I don't know, we wanted to see it again before we made any decisions because we really, really liked this little barn dominium. There's one right next door to it that's obviously the same builder, built identical buildings next to each other. That one sold several months back. This one has not sold. But we're thinking, I mean, it's not huge. It's what, 1,200 square feet? 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. We're just curious. We're thinking this is a lot more in our price range. The white barn dominium that we looked at that we really liked, this one is like something like $250,000 less expensive. And the other one's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, but it is quite a bit bigger. So I don't know. This one, hey, look. Somebody go buy on a side-by-side. That's my style. Anyways, this one's a little bit more affordable. DJ just likes it because it has a black garage door. DJ's a fan of black garage doors. Okay, we didn't show you guys this house. We came and looked at it once. It probably doesn't work. There's no light on the fan.
No.
We came and looked at it a week or so before we brought you guys, and it has the same floor plan, same layout as the bigger barn dominium. It's just not quite as big. So a little smaller kitchen, doesn't have the pantry over there, but same layout. We'll go this way. Laundry room, utility room, takes you out into the shop area, 20 by 30 shop. But DJ's even considered an idea of the possibility of finishing this shop out and making it like a bunk room / game room. Is that right, honey? I don't know where she went. So, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Same layout as the big, really nice barn door that we liked. Needs some doors on the shower though, but it's got, everything that we want, just a little on the smaller side. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Anyways, I was saying you considered the idea of finishing out the shop and making it like a game room / bunk room. So 2 other bedrooms here, nice smaller bathroom. I mean, I think it would make a great little short-term rental Airbnb type place. And the good thing about this one is it's at the back of the addition. So the back door, you're not going to have neighbors behind you. It goes out into farmland. So from the back porch, nobody's building back here. It's a sod farm back there. So it's at the back of the addition. But nice back porch. I don't know. It has potential. So we found a big problem. Washer and dryer are made to go right here, and that's less than 4 feet. So your dryer, if you didn't do stackable, is going to block part of your window, but that's not even the biggest problem. It's only 24 inches from that corner to the edge of that door. Well, there's no washing machine that's going to be 24 inches deep because you can't push them all the way to the wall anyways. Your dryer's got to...
You've got to have that vent, space for that vent right here.
So then you're going to lose a foot of this doorway, which if we're going to convert this into a game room space, everybody's going to... The washer and dryer's going to be right in the way. Somebody didn't plan that well. The washer and dryer should have been over here. Under the overhead cabinets where it looks like it was supposed to go. Dang it. Kelsey, what are you doing? I see you.
Oh, she went under.
Whoop. I see you. What? Oh my goodness, you are just a mess. You know that? You are just a mess. Yes. Oh, okay. Settle. Off. Good girl. See, We can make you mine, huh? And just like that, we're back. Man, we transform from one place to another really quick. I mean, it's like teleporting. Anyways, the little barn dominium house. We really like that little house. It's a little on the small side, but if we're going to use this for an Airbnb, we're not really looking for giant family gatherings. We're more like in the realm of you guys coming to stay in a house that's an Arms family Airbnb, and it would be, you know, smaller groups more than likely, mostly. So, little 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. It's 1,200 square feet with a big shop that we could convert into like a game room, and we could put an outdoor fire pit outside, do all kinds of stuff. I think that little house is pretty cool. I don't know. It was definitely worth a second look. What do you think, DJ?
Yeah, it was. And we really liked it the first time. That's why we went down there the first time, because it's a metal building house. And
Yep.
I like those.
Yep. And that little house it's in a perfect area. It's about 5 miles, 6 miles, something like that from the new Hard Rock Hotel, Casino, concert venue place that they're building. It's less than a mile from the boat ramp. I mean, it's a direct shot right down the road to the boat ramp. There's ATV trails, so that lake is, it's a public access all the way around. It's got a lot of, what's it called? I went blank. I'm drawing a blank. Corps of Engineer. It's a Corps of Engineer lake, so there's ATV trails all around the lake, and right down the road from that house is like a drop-in point to the ATV trails, so you could drive your side-by-sides and stuff. And anyways, the house is in a very good location, a very brand new neighborhood. All the houses there are obviously brand new. It's right across the street, well, just catty corner down the street from the house that DJ really liked, but that blue house is just not really a possibility.
No.
It's kind of under contract. So,
Yes, it was very
anyways,
disappointing.
we have decisions to make, but I do think a ton of you responded well to the idea of an Airbnb. I know it's not here, and you're not going to be able to see the animals and hang out with us. That's just not what we're looking for. That's not really even a possibility. That's just not what we feel comfortable doing. But having an Airbnb that you guys can come stay in, actually did get contacted by a local striper guide. Lake Texoma is like world renowned. Is that the right word? World renowned for striper fishing. And I had a striper guide reach out to me and said, hey, let's go fishing. Actually, he said, let's go fishing this weekend, and we have plans and can't go this weekend. So anyways, I'm trying to get, things, if it worked out to where we had a house down there on the lake, get things set up to where if you guys came and stayed, there'd be plenty for you guys to do. We'd have striper guides that you guys could contact, reach out to, and go fishing, do all the things. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see if it works out. All right, we're caught up on orders for today. We're still getting a lot of orders. Christmas is coming up quickly. But I just wanted to make sure you guys know, by the time, when you guys see this video, both flavors of chocolate covered pecans will be live. Pecans, we got regular pecans. This new hat will be live on our website, armsfamilyhomestead.com, by the way. DJ's got 2 beanies, stocking caps,
Yes.
a Do Your Best, and AFH. She's also restocking the Created with a Purpose. It's a long sleeve t-shirt, but it's in a different color. It's gray. It's supposed to be here today. It's already on its way. It's supposed to be delivered today. So that will be on the website. What else? What am I forgetting?
The bear t-shirts will be on sale.
Our Christmas t-shirts are on sale. DJ's knocking the price down so we can get rid of those before Christmas. The only thing we won't have, is our Arctic cups, our coffee cups and tumblers, because Arctic is being very slow. And the customization is taking a long time on those. What does it matter, Kelsey? Am I talking but not talking to you? Hold that thought. The gray shirts have arrived. This is a time warp thing, okay? Gray shirts did arrive. Cups are shipped. Coffee cups, tumblers, they're arriving today. So everything that I just said will actually be active on the website, including those cups. So all that stuff's available. Chocolate covered pecans will go fast. I guarantee you. We've been getting tons of emails and messages and comments, and everybody's wanting those. I'm considering the idea in the future, if we figure it out, to do like a subscribe and save option. So when you purchase chocolate covered pecans, you can just do like a monthly thing like we do with Amazon for paper towels and toilet paper or whatever you have on a subscribe and save thing on Amazon. We're not Amazon, but we'll do our best. You see what I did there? Okay, so anyways, back to the real world. I got stuff to do. And this dog needs some attention. Huh, Kelsey, you need attention, don't you? Kelsey, you're a bird dog. Look at that. Look at all the birds. Go get them. The annual blackbird invasion has happened. They're most likely red-winged blackbirds. We get them by the millions this time of year. What are those, Kelsey? You want to go see? Come on, let's go see. What are those? You better run fast. Go get them. Go get them. Go. Oh, you gonna come back? Is there too many? Did they scare you, Kelsey? Is there too many of them? Huh? Too many of them birds?
Love you.
All right, love you too. Ready, break. DJ's going to get her hair did.
Yeah, I get so much traffic about my hair. I don't understand it. Whatever.
It's important to some people.
Well, I guess. It's not that important to me.
Yeah. Well, in other news, I have a stack of pallets here. Still have some cover crop seed that I need to get planted. Let me put Kelsey in the truck so Mom don't run over her. Kelsey here. Kelsey here. Kelsey here. Sit. Sit. Kelsey, load up. Load up. Load up. All right. You'll be good. You be good. I'll be right back. Anyways, back to my story about pallets. I'm saving these because I'm thinking about using them for structure in our pond, which, by the way, is we have not got started on the pond project yet. I've had a zillion questions about it. It will be getting started soon. I got a message from the pond builder a couple days ago. They're actually supposed to deliver a bulldozer today or tomorrow to get started soon. But I'm saving these pallets. I'm thinking about using them for fish structure. Here's my thoughts. I know pallets will catch a lot of hooks, but I have an idea. So I'm going to add all kinds of structure to the pond once we get it ready. But I thought these pallets would make perfect like bait fish habitat because small fish can get in all these little small spaces and the bass wouldn't be able to get to them. So it'd be perfect for, for minnows and bluegill and things. But here's my thoughts. Stack them 2 or 3 high like that, maybe fall one off at a slope, different angles and things, and then obviously not use sacks of seed, but I've got access to a bunch of rock, a bunch of boulders, and a bunch of slabs of concrete that I could stack on top of pallets and make almost like a fish cave setup so that the tiny bluegill and tiny minnows would have a safe space in there. Because, like I said, I have access to, a buddy of mine that's building a new gas station where their old liquor store in town got blown away by the tornado. He had to excavate a ton of that area, and it was all rocks and boulders and stuff, and he's got a mountain of boulders. So I'm going to start moving some of those from his place down towards our place close to the pond. I use those for structure. I've got another buddy that, maybe over a year ago, built a brand new shop kind of like this. And when his contractor poured the first slab, they messed it all up, and he made them cut it all up, tear it out, and they were supposed to haul it off after they re-poured the new slab, and they did not haul it off. So he has stacks of concrete that are about the size of those pallets. They're 4 inches thick, but 4x4, 4x5 type size. And I'm gonna haul a bunch of those down to the house, and then I could probably lay them on the ground and make like a boat ramp area. But also I can make some big old piles of just slabs of concrete turned at all different angles and things. I could put a whole slab across the top of a pallet. After my stack of pallets, it'll hold those down so they won't float, and then also keep us from getting hooks stuck in those pallets. So, I don't know, just food for thought while I was here. Charlie, what are you doing? Huh? Trying to race me or what? Let's go, buddy. I can take you. Had to make a quick trip over to Mill Creek, pick up the cab tractor. The 574 is a lot more user friendly in cold conditions. Or maybe I'm just a wuss and don't like the cold anymore. I saw a picture somebody posted on Facebook the other day, and it said, at what point in my life did I go from sitting in a deer stand 20 feet up in the air when it was 20 degrees, not with a care in the world, to sitting in a warm toasty blind with a 9,000 BTU propane heater. I think I've made that transition, because I sure like sitting in the heat and not in the cold. So I'm gonna get the cab tractor because it has a heater, and while I'm here I need to change out a couple game camera batteries, put out a little feed for the deer. Not that deer season's over, but it is definitely on the downhill slide for us. And I forgot to tell you, I was going to mention this the other day and totally forgot about it, but you remember, several weeks ago, we had a big mature buck walk out in front of Houston with his crossbow sitting in the field at our house where Jacoby killed his buck a few days ago. And Houston said, I'm not going to shoot it. And I said, that's the biggest deer we've seen all year. If you're not going to shoot it, I will. And I took the crossbow. It was just right at the edge of darkness. Still legal shooting light, but almost too dark to see. You remember that day? The day that I pulled the trigger on the crossbow. Hadn't killed a deer since 2021. Shot with a compound bow. And I don't think I've ever harvested a deer with it. I don't think I've ever harvested a deer with a crossbow. Pretty sure. Anyways, yeah, that day, we did everything we could. We exhausted all of our options in finding that deer. We used a thermal. We used Kelsey. She tracked that deer for a couple hundred yards. I called in a professional with his dog, and we tracked that deer for at least a mile and a half to come to the conclusion that he was not going to die. So I told you guys, it would probably just be a matter of time before that deer came back and we had trail camera pictures of him. However, I never did get another picture of that deer. But just a few days ago, a neighbor texted me and said, hey, I think I got your buck on camera. And he sent me some pictures. And I was like, yep, that's him. That's definitely him. He's alive. I knew that deer was going to survive, and he did. Geez, Earl, really? So, I thought I'd check on my little food plot. You guys watched, I used a broadcast seeder and planted this couple acres in a mix of seed blend, a lot of different stuff. But it has come up and done really well. Considering all I did was broadcast it, it's getting eaten down really fast. The deer are working on it. Earl, I'm not trying to point anything out for you, buddy, but you can see there's some broadleaf stuff. It's very green. Not 100% of the green that you see out here is seed that we put out, but a lot of it is. But this is a very sandy area. I mean, you can tell. Look at this. This soil is just almost completely sand, and food plots don't typically do really well in a sandy soil. So any growth we get out of this is pretty good. There's no fertilizer or anything. It's starting to kind of yellow. I mean, we've had some cold nights, but I don't think that... Really? Come on, man. I don't think it's just from the cold. I think sandy conditions, you can see a difference in color right there. It's pretty poor soil over there. But anyways, I got to change the battery out and get back to my story. Don't need to go number 2 again, Earl? Finally get all that worked out of your system? Okay, back to my story. So, the neighbor that texted me that said he had game camera pictures of this buck that I had attempted to harvest with a crossbow and was unsuccessful. Anyways, it's a piece of property that just recently, within the last year, sold. I think it was a total of 30 acres, but it's kind of busted up really strange. And there's really only about 10 or 12 acres on the back of it that's decently huntable, I would say. And I was like, man, they're getting pictures of this buck just across the fence from the same field where I shot him. And we haven't seen him since. Like, this guy's been a ghost. I thought he just left the country. But come to find out, he was just this far across the fence. And I don't know how often he had been in there or how long he had been coming back in there. But they got pictures of him, and I got fired up. Like, not mad at anybody. I got fired up excited because he was still alive. And it was rifle season. And we're trying to get Jacoby a buck. And my brain instantly went to, he's back. And maybe Jacoby can get a shot at this big buck because he's big. He's a big, mature deer. So, last weekend of rifle season, and things are kind of wrapping up. You guys saw we were trying to get Jacoby on a deer, and I had high hopes that that buck would show up, that he would stay in the area. And guess what? He did. Somebody needs to clean the windshield on this thing. Man, it's dirty. I flipped the window up because it was freezing my ears off, you know. Because in Oklahoma, when it's in the mid-30s and the wind's blowing out of the north, it feels like it's in the negative mid-30s. Okay, so we hunted with Jacoby for a couple days there around the house. He ends up, we're down to the wire, down to our last day that we were actually going to be able to hunt with Jacoby because, well, my family and I had plans to go to Kansas City. DJ bought the kids and I, all four of us, so Weston's out of town working. So DJ, myself, Emily, and Houston, she bought tickets to the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not a big NFL football guy, but Houston is. This was one of Houston's Christmas presents. This is one thing that he's been asking for forever. And my wife likes to use experiences more than gifts a lot of times. So we take our kids and do things. We give them memories that they can cherish for a lifetime versus just a gift that they'll probably play with the box more than they will the gift. So we get Jacoby on his deer on Saturday night. And then we get it up. Luckily it was raining. You guys saw all this. We found the deer. I got him field dressed, and I ended up taking him to a processor that night about 40 miles away because I just honestly did not have time to do it myself because we were leaving at 6 a.m. the next morning. Well, listen, I'll get all around these stories. Just trust me. Just follow me. Anyways, today is Tuesday. We made it home. I actually got a call from the processor this morning. That deer is already ready to go. So from Saturday to Tuesday, it's done, which is unbelievably unheard of in our area that fast during rifle season. Anyways, so we went to the Chiefs-Chargers football game, all of our first NFL football experience.
Let's hear it for your
Chiefs usually do something crazy.
Yeah.
You ready for it? Are you ready for it?
Green hot the ball carrier.
That wasn't crazy.
Not yet.
So it was quite the game. It was awesome. The Chiefs pulled out a victory in the last 1 second of the game with a field goal, as they typically seem to do lately. And as I said, I'm not a huge NFL football person. I haven't been since I was a little kid. I grew up watching Dallas Cowboys, but haven't watched much NFL football until the last couple of years because of Houston. Houston has really gotten into football, which also brought DJ into it because she loves Travis Kelce. Not necessarily because of Taylor Swift. She's not a Swiftie. Although I think she would go to a Taylor Swift concert if I bought her tickets. She loves Travis and Jason Kelce. She watches their podcast and all the things that are Travis Kelce with the Chiefs and his brother Jason, who played for the Eagles. Anyways, I think she likes them more than the Chiefs, but still, either way, it was a blast. We had a good time. I got a stick hung. I think it came out. Anyways, the whole family, well, minus Weston. Weston didn't get to go because he was working, so it was a blast. Quite the experience. I highly recommend, if you've never experienced an NFL football game, go try it. So that part of the story wraps up. Jacoby killed his deer on Saturday night. We weren't able to even see the big buck that I had tried to harvest, and I thought, well, there's only one day of rifle season left. This guy has made it this far and no one's got him, so we still have late bow season. We got until January 15th, and I thought, man, me, Houston, even Jacoby with a crossbow, somebody else may get another shot at this buck since he's hanging out in the area. Now, fast forward to Monday morning. Rifle season has ended. And I'm like, all right, so our big buck made it. I'm assuming. I haven't had pictures of him. And then a neighbor texts me again, and he's like, I got him. He stepped out last night, Sunday night, last night of the season, and I shot the big buck. I was like, dang it! Congratulations. Like one of those things, like, I hate it for me, love it for you. So our big buck did survive getting shot with the crossbow. Did not survive through rifle season. He made it 2 weeks. All the way through the very last evening of the very last day of rifle season. And nothing against any hunter. Congratulations to the guy that shot him. I really don't know him. I've never met him. We've just been messaging on Facebook because, like I said, they just recently bought that property. They don't live there. They're not from here. But I don't think that they hunted that property much at all during the season until the last few days of rifle season. And they swoop in and kill the deer. The deer that I had high hopes of just seeing again. So he said he was in pretty rough shape. He was kind of limping around. So I had him send me a bunch of pictures, and I know he's over the moon excited to harvest that deer. He needed to be harvested. He was injured, and it looks like from the pictures he sent me, I hit too far forward. So it's kind of what we refer to as a brisket shot. Too far forward in front of the front shoulders. So missed the vitals, missed the heart, missed the lungs. And while he did bleed quite a bit there for a while, obviously he healed up and went back about his normal life. Probably would have survived and been a huntable deer next year. Well, at least until last light on the last day of rifle season, he didn't make it. Try to sneak up here on the pond. I'm trying to come at it from the backside. Well, not really backside, from the angle that I could approach and not be noticed easily, and see if there are any ducks on the pond. I have not seen many ducks this far south yet. So over the weekend when we were in Kansas, Kelsey, get out of the water. You got to ride in my truck. Oh, there's a few ducks. Let's see. It looked like 2 mallard drakes and 2 mallard hens. So 4 mallards on the pond. Not a lot. Anyways, when we were in Kansas, well, Kansas, we go all the way up through Kansas, cut across to Kansas City, Missouri. Anyways, all through Kansas, there were ducks and geese by the hundreds everywhere. Houston's really, really wanting to do some duck hunting this year. We have one planned. We're going to Arkansas soon to hunt with Jeff and the guys from Trout Magnet. I'm going to dump a little feed out in front of this camera real quick. Anyways, Houston's wanting to do more duck hunting this season. I used to duck hunt a lot, and I haven't in the last several years. It just really interferes with deer season typically. So anyways, not many ducks on the pond here yet like Kansas. So we need some cold weather to push these birds south, and maybe we'll actually get to have a duck season. So yeah, it would be easy in that situation to be upset at somebody. I mean, we don't own the deer, and everybody knows that, and neighbors are neighbors, and we're all out here doing the same thing. We're all chasing what we love to do. It is just a little bit heartbreaking when someone else harvests the deer that you've been after, but in a way, I'm super proud. I'm super happy for him. That was not a deer that I claim that I've been watching for years and all that. You know, there's a lot of hunters out there that get really, really wrapped up in, I've been watching that deer for 3 years and the neighbor shot him and I'm just ticked because that was my deer. And that is not the case in any way. First off, it was just random that he showed up when he did and I was there for a couple days. And then I don't know that I'd ever seen that deer before. And second, I don't own the deer, but I do put a lot of time, effort, and money into managing a deer herd, making this area of the property is completely still cedar covered, but making property better for deer and turkey and quail and dove and all the wildlife, even though we do harvest them. That's the thing. A lot of folks get confused about deer hunters and think that deer hunters are just cold-blooded killers and they're just out for blood. That's not the case at all. The vast majority of deer hunters out there, now there are exceptions, just like there's bad cops and bad doctors and bad attorneys. There are guys out there that are unethical deer hunters and they do things the wrong way. And just like the folks that in this area where I have cameras up watching for to see if they're trespassing or to see if they're road hunting. I get distracted looking for deer sign, deer rubs, and watching the dogs, but I don't own the deer herd. Although it does sting a little bit when someone harvests a big deer that you've been wanting to kill. But I am happy for him. I'm happy for the neighbor. It's a piece of property that no one's really hunted in several years, and I'm guessing after them harvesting a big buck like that this year, they're going to be hunting it a lot next year. So it's better to be friends with your neighbors than enemies, because you never know when you may shoot a deer and have to track it across their property. Hey dogs, y'all ready to go? You ready? All right, Kelsey, here, sit. Kelsey, sit. Sit. Kelsey, sit. Hold up. Oh, Earl, you almost didn't make it, buddy. Look at this. Right outside the gate. There's a deer rub right there. That's almost as bad as the one in my front yard at home. The deer love to cross right here and go right through the gate of the trailer house. Hey, Charlie. Back again, buddy. Well, got a couple extra bales up here. I do need to put out a bale of hay for the donkeys in the next few days. I think I'm going to start feeding under the barn. It's usually what I do in the wintertime instead of keeping them out in the opens, because it's creeping up on mid to late December soon. So it's going to start getting really cold. So that gives them something to bed down in. And then I'll save that hay manger and feed the goats in it after I pull them up here. They should start kidding early January, so I'll move them. The goats are all in the back pasture right now, and I'll move them before they start kidding up here behind the barn. Look, Maggie thinks I'm bringing her a bottle. It's about that time of day. Mom should be bringing a bottle anytime. So anyways, got a couple extra hay bales up here. I'm gonna go see my wife in Houston. DJ got her hair done today. Her hair did. If you know anything about her, two things she doesn't have is straight hair and frequent hair appointments. She's just not one of those ladies. And she got her hair colored, and when she gets it colored, she gets it straightened, and she looks like a different person. So I'll see if I can get you guys a peek at her. What you eating there? Somebody got into the crumble. I told my people I would show them your hair. Since you went and got your hair done,
Yeah, it's usually not straight.
It's never straight, and it's dark. I like it. It looks good. As you're munching down on all my crumble cookies there. Yep. You like it? Mm-hmm. It looks good.
I like that I don't have to fix it for at least 3 days.
That's cheating. Well, there you go. I've got to do my chores, feed real quick. You know, these days like this with 5 minutes of daylight in between 23 hours and 55 minutes of darkness. Days go by quickly this time of year. The nights go by slow. But anyways, got a lot done today. Got a lot to get done over the next few days. But we are restocked on the website, armsfamilyhomestead.com. Check it out. Pecans, chocolate covered pecans, milk chocolate, white chocolate, all kinds of stuff. New hats, everything. And if you order quickly, we're going to do everything we can. We'll have everything to you before Christmas. We have some issues with some, postal service problems sometimes, but we will get it out the door to get to you in plenty of time before Christmas. So guys, remember, do something today to make somebody smile, because you never know. It just might change the world. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.
What are you doing?
This is what I do, honey. I know it's probably new to you and you don't understand it, but I video you. That's what I do. And all times of day and night, and awkward situations, and
You need to be careful what you say when you're talking about how you video people.
it's all for YouTube, honey. It's nothing bad. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wrong impression here.
We don't make that kind of money, huh? I don't know. Keep doing your hair like that. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I gotta go do my chores. Quit distracting me.